current conductor of the River City Brass Band, Dennis Colwell, formed the band. It was around 1990, about the year actually I was graduating from high school, as it turns out, and with the idea that the brass band as a medium is probably one of the greatest opportunities for a brass player and a percussion player to learn and to express that musical side. If you play in an orchestra, you might play 15 minutes out of an hour rehearsal if you're lucky. That's on a really big piece. Here, you're playing 45 minutes or maybe a full hour out of that hour rehearsal. So physically, it's a challenge and a welcome challenge. We've had quite a few students come in looking very bleary-eyed on a Saturday morning, especially in the fall after football games, and maybe there was a little party after the football game and that sort of thing. I'm constantly amazed by the level of commitment these students have. I get students emailing me or telling me before rehearsal, I'm so sorry I couldn't make it last week, or I can't make it next week because I've got something else to do, and they really don't want to miss, but there are things you have to do. You've got to take your SATs. As I've said, and I've tried to make this very clear, you're probably sick of hearing it. Solo cornets, let the euphoniums lead the euphoniums, and maybe baritones, or is it just euphonium? Yeah, it's euphoniums and baritones. Let them lead the sound. You can just kind of float over top. And believe me, it'll be plenty loud when we get there, soprano cornet as well.
Drew Fennell is an amazing person. He's a spectacular player and arranger, composer. Probably about half of the stuff that the River City Brass Band plays, he has arranged or written.
Another thing that makes this really special, and I think very rare, is the way it's structured. It's structured with me conducting, of course, but then there are also 6 coaches, each of them working every rehearsal, taking a period of time, usually about an hour, with the students, just working with them very intensively on their parts and on just general pedagogy of their instrument and that sort of thing. It makes it, I think, something very rare and very special. Jimmy Stillwagon, our tuba coach, has been, really with the band ever since probably around 1990, probably right around the beginning.
It's just a real pleasure to be back and work with talented high school kids like this, and even some junior high. The experience kids get in public school bands is really a great experience for them, but this is a completely elevated experience for them to take their musicianship and everything they do to a new level.
Playing with the brass band is it's really great because you're with musicians that actually share your same passion for music. I mean, these are the best of the best in Pittsburgh, and they're from all over Pennsylvania, and we got some people from West Virginia, Ohio. They travel a long way, and it's great. I've been in other bands, and kids there, they don't compare. This is the real stuff, like the heavy duty brass. So if you have a love of brass, this is your place.
The idea of the River City Youth Brass Band is to give them a different experience than they can get in school. High school level, they only can do so much. And here we try to take it to a higher level. We talk more about music. We bring people from all over, so we're learning to deal with players that we've never played with before and creating music with virtual strangers. So in about 11 weeks or so, we take a bunch of people who've never met each other and put on a concert, just from rehearsals on Saturday mornings, which is a very good life lesson for the students anyhow, not only if they stay in music, because that's how it is in the music field, but also just a normal life, not knowing anybody, walking in somewhere and having to create with these people. That's a great experience for the high school student to get.
We have a sectional each week, so that gives us a chance to learn learn how to do what we're going to be playing before we get into the rehearsal situation, so we can talk about the types of sounds we want to get all before rehearsing with the group.
Give me round, give me round. No, but big, a little bigger, but round. Not bad. Don't hold the stick so tight. Loosen up your hand. But big. Ah. Nice buzz we have in the drums. These are the kids, these are the players, these are the young musicians of tomorrow. And they are at the top of their level in all the high schools that they come from, and all the districts and all the honors and all the honors bands and regional bands and everything they come, these are all players who perform at the highest level in their high school classes. So when they come here, I've just had people from Carnegie Mellon say to me yesterday morning at school, they heard rehearsal last week and could not believe that these were a bunch of high school players. And that's where the magic comes from teaching. That's where the magic of the youth brass band comes from.
Well, this was a really special year because we actually got to do our first performance really in front of a much larger audience. We performed here at Point State Park for the 4th of July celebration here in Pittsburgh for the Regatta Thunder. And it was a great experience. I hope the kids enjoyed it as much as I did. But it was a lot of fun, and I think it worked out really well. I'm so proud of the students, and it's kind of a sad thing because I'm not going to see the seniors anymore. This is their last performance, and sad about that, but it's a great day all around.